prison cook during their long incarceration. Earl popped his eyes open and fixed his gaze on the brick wall not 6 feet in front of his face. A dozen names were carved into the wall. He hadn't added his, even though he could write it, thanks to his teacher friend. Why leave his name in this shameful place? His fingers closed tight around the paper, crunching it in his hands. Strong hands, calloused and scarred from years of laboring in the prison's blacksmith shop. 10 years. That weasel Theophil had stomped Earl's dreams and stole his chance to be rich. His brothers wanted a part of the vengeance, but he wouldn't share it. Every punishing lick would be dealt with Earl's hand. So before Clayt or Wilton got a chance at their cousin, he'd find Theophil. Conviction filled him. He had to find Theophil first. Fairland, Kansas. Grace Cristler. With Rufus's letter laid open on the desk beneath the yellow glow of her lamp, Grace dipped her pen to write a reply. But she held the pen above the page of stationery, uncertain how to begin. She'd read Rufus's latest missive a half-dozen times before leaving the post office, and she'd read it again while walking to the little bungalow where she and her uncle lived. While she and Uncle Philemon ate supper, she shared sections of the letter's contents, including Rufus's intention to arrive by wagon between the 11th and 13th of April, and his hopes of being settled enough to deliver his first sermon on the Sunday after Easter. She'd memorized all 6 paragraphs, which meant its newness should be erased by familiarity. But even now, an hour past her normal bedtime, 5 hours past the initial reading, its closing made her insides quaver. I am sincerely yours, Rufus. In every letter before this one, even as the contents lost their stiff air of formality and adopted a tone of friendliness, Rufus had closed simply, Sincerely, Rufus Dille, lending a businesslike quality to the entire missive. Although this latest letter was written on the same unlined white paper in his bold, slanting script, it seemed less an informational message and more a love note because of the closing, I am sincerely yours. Your preacher, Mr. Lunger had said, and Grace had frowned. Your preacher, Mrs. Perry had called him, and Grace had refuted it in her mind. But now she allowed herself to think of him differently. Not as the church's new minister. Not as her uncle's choice out of all the young men graduating from the Kleinberg Seminary. Not even as a potential beau, but as, her pulse skipped a beat and a tiny gasp escaped, her Rufus. She touched the nib to the page and added a single possessive word to the salutation. My dear Rufus. Her mind's eye painted a picture of the man. Tall, dark-haired, intense eyes of deepest blue. She shook her head. No, not blue. Brown. Deep, velvety brown, like her father's eyes. With a strong yet sensitive face, wide hands that could reach out with compassion or form a fist of righteous indignation, and a trim yet sturdy build. A wonderful image. She released a soft snort. And now you're being silly. Indeed she was. Would she care for him any less if he was short, pudgy, and homely? I am sincerely yours. She'd grown to admire the heart and soul of the man who penned thoughtful missives and shared his desire to serve the Lord. No, his outsides didn't matter one bit. But even so, she held the picture in her imagination as she dipped the pen again. How good to receive your letter and know that your travel plans are set. I have informed Uncle Philemon, as you requested, and he asked me to assure you that he has made arrangements with Mrs. Bess Kirby, a dear widow from our country.